Properties of the derivative. Differentiation rules. Number 1. Derivative of a constant. If f of x is equal to c, then derivative of c is equal to 0. So any constant or number, when you derive, the value is equal to 0. Number 2. Constant multiple rule. Let c be a constant. If f of x is differentiable, then c multiplied by the function of x is also differentiable, and the derivative of cu is equal to extract c, the constant, multiplied by the derivative of u, and that's constant multiple rule. Number 3. Sum rule. The derivative of the sum of two functions is equal to the sum of their derivatives. Derivative of u plus v is equal to the first term, derivative of u, plus derivative of the second term, v. While number 4, difference rule. The derivative of the difference of two functions is equal to the difference of their derivatives. Or derivative of u minus v is equal to derivative of the first term u minus derivative of the second term v. Number 5. Product rule. Derivative of u times v is equal to derivative of u multiplied by v plus u multiplied by the derivative of v. Number 6. Quotient rule. Derivative of u over v is equal to derivative of u multiplied by v minus u multiplied by derivative of v divided by v squared. Power rule. Derivative of x exponent n is equal to n multiplied by x exponent n minus 1. Number 8. The chain rule. If f and g are differentiable functions, then the composite function y is equal to f of g of x, also differentiable in x, and its derivative is given by derivative of y of x is equal to derivative of y of u multiplied by derivative of u of x, where y is equal to the function of g of x and u is equal to g of x. Number 9. Inverse function, where x of y is the inverse function for y of x. Derivative of y of x is equal to 1 over derivative of x of y, or derivative of 1 over y is equal to negative of the derivative y over x over y squared. Example. Example number 1. Function of x is equal to 6x cubed. So using the constant multiple rule, we have a constant 6 and x cubed. And the formula for constant multiple rule, derivative of cu is equal to extract c, the constant, multiplied by derivative of u. And in this case, c is equal to 6 and u is equal to x cubed. You derive u with x cubed, and power rule, du over dx is equal to n multiplied by x exponent n minus 1. F prime of x is equal to, using the constant multiple rule, c or 6 multiplied by d over dx, which is n multiplied x n minus 1, or 3 multiplied by x 3 minus 1, or 6 times 3 is 18, x 3 minus 1, or 2. So the derivative of 6x cubed is equal to 18x squared. Another example, y is equal to 2t to the fourth minus 10t squared. So using the constant multiple rule, the power rule, the difference rule, derivative of y over dt is equal to, using the constant rule, so 2, and then power rule, which is 4t, 4 minus 1, less constant 10 multiplied by the power rule of d over dx, 2, and t exponent 2 minus 1, and simplify. So 2 times 4 is 8, t, 4 minus 1 is 3, less than 10 times 2 is 20, and t, 2 minus 1, or t. The derivative of 2t to the fourth minus 10t squared is equal to 8t cubed minus 20t. This is number 1. Number 2. Example number 3. G of z is equal to 4z7 less than 3z negative 7 plus 9z. So we derive g prime of z is equal to, using again the constant multiple rule, power rule, so 4, and using the power rule of z exponent 7, or 7z 7 minus 1 less than 3, the constant, and the power rule of z negative 7 is negative 7 z negative 7 minus 1 plus 9 z 1 minus 1. 4 times 7 is 28, z 7 minus 1 is 6, minus minus positive, 3 times 7 is 21, and z negative 7 minus 1 is negative 8, plus 9 z exponent 0. Z exponent 0, and the value is always equal to 1. It's 28 z 6 plus 21, and change the sign from negative to positive 8. Z exponent 8 is the same as z negative 8 plus 9 times 1, or 9. Number 4. F of y is equal to y negative 4 minus 9 y negative 3 plus 8 y negative 2 plus 12. F prime of y is equal to power rule negative 4 y negative 4 negative 1, or n minus 1, minus 9, then power rule negative 3 of y negative 3 minus 1 plus 8, power rule negative 2 of y negative 2 minus 1, and the derivative of constant, it is equal to 0. Simplify. Negative 4 minus 1 is this negative 5, minus minus positive 27, 9 times 3, or 27, then y negative 3 minus 1, it is negative 4, and 8 times negative 2, it is negative 16, and y negative 2 minus 1, it is negative 3, and change the exponent negative to positive, which means negative 4 over y exponent 5 plus 27 over y positive 4 and minus 16 of y cubed. This is the derivative. Example number 5. Y is equal to the square root of x plus 8 the cube root of x minus twice the fourth root of x. Derive. Dy over dx is equal to x is exponent 1 and the square root is 2 or 1/2 plus 8 1 x convert it to fraction which is 1 over 3 minus twice of x 1 over the fourth root or 1/4. Derive each term. So x exponent 1/2, 8 x 1/3 minus 2 x 1/4 using power rule. 1/2 that's n multiplied by x 1/2 minus 1 or n minus 1 plus 8 of n which is 1/3 and x 1/3 minus 1 minus 2 of 1/4 x 1/4 less 1. Then simplify. So this is 1/2 of x. 1/2 minus 1 is negative 1/2 plus 8 over 3 of 1/3 minus 1 is negative 2/3 minus 2 over 4 is 1/2 of x. 1/4 minus 1 is negative 3 over 4. Change the negative exponent to positive which is 1 over 2 and this is x 1/2 plus 8 over 3 x 2/3 minus 1 of 2 x 3/4. You can change to root which is 1 2 over or change you can change to radical, so 1 over 2 square root of x plus 8 over 3 cube root of x squared minus 1 of 2 fourth root of x cubed. Example number 6. Function of t is equal to 4 over t minus 1 over 6t cubed plus 8 over t fifth. Then convert the fraction to negative exponent or 4t raised to negative 1 minus 1/6 t raised to negative 3 plus 8t raised to negative 5. Using the constant multiple rule and power rule, derive function of or f prime of t is equal to the constant 4 multiplied by the power rule which is negative 1 and t negative 1 minus 1 minus 1/6 of negative 3 and t minus 3 minus 1 plus 8 multiplied by n which is negative 5 of t negative 5 minus 1. We simplify. 4 times negative 1 is negative 4 t negative 1 or negative 2 minus minus positive 3 over 6 and t negative 3 minus 1 or negative 4. Then 8 times negative 5 is negative 4t. t negative 5 minus 1 or negative 6. Change negative exponent to positive, so negative 4 over t squared plus 3 over 6 is 1 half or 1 over 2 t positive 4 minus 4t all over t6. This is the derivative. Example number 7. Z is equal to x times 3x squared less 9. You simplify first before you derive. Z is equal to x times 3x squared or 3x cubed. X times negative 9, it is negative 9x. And that's the time you derive. D of z over dx is equal to, using the constant multiple rule, it is 3 times 3, the exponent 3, multiplied by x 3 minus 1, less than 9, and x 1 minus 1. 9 x squared minus 9 times x sub 0, and x sub 0 is equivalent to 1. And the final answer is 9x squared minus 9. And this is the derivative. Number 8. G of y is equal to y minus 4 times 2y plus y squared. We have two binomials and it's a multiplication. You can simplify by using FOIL method, or y times 2y and it is 2y squared. Y times y squared, it is positive y cubed. Negative 4 times 2y, it is negative 8y. Negative 4 times y squared, it is negative 4y squared. Y cubed, 2y squared minus 4y squared, it is negative 2y squared and negative 8y. And this is g of y. Derive. G prime of y is equal to derivative of y cubed, it is 3y 3 minus 1 minus 2. Derivative of y squared, it is 2y 2 minus 1 and negative 8y 1 minus 1. And 3y squared, 3 minus 2 times 2 is 4y 2 minus 1 is 1 and 8, which is 1 minus 1 or 0, or it is equivalent to 1. This is the derivative. We just simplify using FOIL method. We can use the other rule, which is product rule. So same number but using product rule. What is the formula for product rule? Derivative of u times v is equal to v du over dx plus u dv over dx. U is equal to y minus 4. V is equal to 2y plus y squared. Using the formula, g prime of y is equal to, what is v? It is 2y plus y squared. Open close parentheses. And derivative of u. Derivative of u, it is du over dx, and derivative of y minus 4, it is equivalent to 1. And derivative of v over dx, it is equivalent to 2 plus 2y. So 2y plus y squared is v. Derivative of v over dx is equal to 1 plus u, which is y minus 4. So y minus 4 and derivative of v is equal to 2 plus 2y. And then that's the time you simplify. So 2y plus y squared, and using FOIL method, so y times 2, it is 2y, y times 2y, it is plus 2y squared. Negative 4 times 2, it is negative 8. Negative 4 times 2y, it is negative 8y. Check for similar terms. Y squared plus 2y squared, or 3y squared. 2y plus 2y is 4y, minus 8y, or negative 4y, and minus 8. And this is our derivative based on product rule. Example number 9. F of x is equal to 4x cubed minus 7x plus 8. And we have a fraction all over x. We can simplify by individual terms. We divide by x, or 4x cubed over x is 4x squared. Negative 7 over x, or negative 7x over x, is negative 7. Positive 8 over x, or positive 8 over x. And the denominator, we can change this to negative exponent. So 4x squared minus 7 plus 8x negative 1. And that's the time you derive. And f prime of x is equal to, using the constant multiple rule, 4 times 2 and x 2 minus 1, minus derivative of constant is 0, plus 8 multiplied by x negative 1, or negative 1 of x negative 1 minus 1. And then simplify. 4 times 2 is 8. X 2 minus 1 is 1, or x. Then minus 8 times negative 1, or negative 8. And x negative 1 minus 1 is negative 2. And simplify. 8x minus, change the negative exponent to positive, which means 8 over x squared. This is the derivative. However, you can use quotient rule. And the formula, d over dx of u over v is equal to v multiplied by the derivative of du over dx minus u derivative of dv over dx, and we divide by v squared. And what is u? 4x cubed minus 7x plus 8 is equal to u, while v is the denominator x. Using the formula for quotient rule, f prime of x is equal to, what is v? And it is x, and we need to first to derive. So du over dx, derivative of du over dx for 4x cubed minus 7x plus 8 is equal to 4 times 3 x 3 minus 1 minus 7 x minus, or x 1 minus 1, and derivative of 8, or a constant, is 0, or 12x squared minus, and this is equivalent to 1, or negative 7. dv over dx is equal to, derivative of x is equal to 1. Derivative of, or function of x is equal to, using the quotient rule, v, and that's x, multiplied by du over dx, which is 12x squared minus 7, 12x squared minus 7, minus u, which is 4x cubed minus 7x plus 8. And dv over dx, which is equal to 1. And we divide by v squared, or x squared. X times 12x squared, or 12x cubed, 7x, negative. Change all the sign of all terms inside. So negative 4x cubed minus minus is positive 7x, minus plus, it is negative 8. Then multiply by 1. And we divide by x squared. Similar terms, so 12x cubed minus 4x cubed is equal to 8x cubed minus 7 plus 7 minus 7x plus 7x cancel out, and minus 8 all over x squared. And we simplify each term. So 8x cubed over x squared, or 8x cubed over x squared, it is 8x, and negative of 8 over x squared. And this is the derivative using quotient rule. Have the same value, 8x minus 8 over x squared, while in quotient rule it is also 8x minus 8 over x squared. Example number 10. F of y is equal to y fifth minus 5y cubed plus 2y, and we divide by y cubed. In this example, we can use quotient rule. And the formula, d of dx of the function u over v is equal to v derivative of u minus u derivative of v, and we divide by v squared. U is equal to y fifth minus 5y cubed plus 2y, while v is equal to y cubed. And we derive du over dx. So derivative of u is equal to 5y 5 minus 1 minus 5, and derivative of y cubed is 3y 3 minus 1, and plus 2, derivative of y is 1. And simplify, 5y 5 minus 1 is 4, minus 5 times 3 is 15, y 3 minus 1 is 2, plus 2 times 1 is 2, and that's the derivative of d over dx. What about derivative of v over dx? And derivative of v, which is y cubed, is 3y cubed minus 1, or 3y 2. And that's the time to use the formula for quotient rule. F prime of y is equal to, using the quotient rule, v, which is y cubed, and multiplied by du over dx, which is 5y to the fourth minus 15y squared plus 2. That's 5y for the fourth minus 15y squared plus 2. And then minus, what is u? It is equivalent to y to the fifth minus 5y cubed plus 2y. And what is dv over dx? It is 3y squared. And 3y squared. And divide by what is v squared, which is y cubed squared, and that's the time we simplify. Y cubed times 5y to the fourth, it is 5y 7. Y cubed times negative 15y squared, it is equal to negative 15y. 3 plus 2, 5. Y cubed times positive 2, it is plus 2y cubed. Negative times 3y squared times, change the sign. So negative y fifth times 3y squared, it is 3y plus 5 by 5 plus 2 is 7. Minus 5y cubed times 3y squared, it is positive 5 times 3 is 15. Y fifth, and minus plus or negative 2 times 2y times 3y squared, it is equal to negative 6y cubed. And then divide by y cubed to exponent 2 is 3 times 2 or 6. Check for similar terms. So 5y7 minus 3y to the 7, or 2y exponent 7, negative 15y exponent 5, and positive 15y exponent 5 cancel out. 2y cubed minus 6y cubed, or negative 4y cubed, and we divide by y6. And then that's the time we simplify. 2y7 over y6, it is equivalent to 2y. Negative 4 and y cubed over y6, it is equal to 6 minus 3 or y cubed. And this is the derivative. So 2y minus 4 over y cubed.